Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hello. How was the weekend? Hope your weekend was good. It's more like it's better. I hope you rested during your weekend. Yes, I tried to rest too. I can see today I am being piloted by my own autopilot. Today I'm being piloted by my autopilot. So you say I look sad. I look sad indeed. I really look sad. But what can you do? You have to keep on. Okay, let me not put her on the spot. What can you do, man? What can you really do? You have to do what you have to do. We have to keep talking. We can't stop talking. Can't stop talking. This this massacre is one too many. It is one too many. But like I said yesterday, by the way, if today is your first time, I'd like to welcome you and to plead with you to make sure you subscribe to our channel before you leave and to give us a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment for us before you go, okay? Please. Now, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a massacre in the church yesterday in Owo, in Ondo State. And, oh, hi, Grandma Esther Luide. She says hi, she says hi to you. Okay. Someone say autopilot. Yeah. Anyways, this this story. Every time I want to talk about it, it just things roll in my head. I try to think about the picture of the little. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Someone said they didn't know about the church massacre yesterday. I want to tell you guys exactly what happened. So the stories that we've been getting more details. They said there was some issues about a soldier that was killed, and then one thing led to another, and you had these armed people. Some people say three, some people say four of them. Just that few number of people came into the church. They started shooting from outside the church. They killed some people who were even selling stuff outside the church before they now came into the church and started shooting and killing people, and they threw in hand grenades inside the church. Right now, nobody's sure of the number, but some people have claimed that it's even up to 200. And there was a couple that had just gotten married yesterday. They too got killed.
No, I think they made a video. They said no, they left after Thanksgiving.
Okay, they left after Thanksgiving. Okay, so the couple is safe.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, she just reminded me that the couple is safe. So the couple is safe. After they said they left after Thanksgiving, thanks for reminding me. Okay. But what really I'm particularly concerned about, because the story is, if you see the last video that I did yesterday on our channel, you'll get to see, I talked a lot about what happened. But the part that gets to me is that thing that you see happening right now, we were all warned about it. We were warned about everything that is happening. Nothing should come to us as strange. No need to. Why? It shouldn't come to us as a strange thing. We shouldn't be sounding like, no, it's nothing new. SOWORE was warning us about it. But the only thing is that we call them, we say these people are noisemakers. We said they were too hard. Their methods were too hard. Why should we be that hard? But now we're seeing the results. Has it occurred to you that a year ago, about the same time this month, on the 5th of June in Oyo State, I think it's Ibarapa or Ganga, was one of those places. You people who live in the West or who understand the geography of that area, you should know better. But I know very well that on the 5th of June, same kind of massacre took place, and the pictures were all over the internet. That one was connected to Sunday IGBOHO. They were saying it was a reprisal attack for the position that Sunday IGBOHO took. And now again on the 6th of June, 1 year after, there's another attack, another massacre. This time around in Ondo State. Why I said that is that under Revolution Now movement, we had already said that except you have a revolution, everything we'll be doing what we're doing now. Like you hear me talk, when it happens, I'll come and talk about it. It will be on the radio. People like Bola Ahmed Tinubu will donate a certain amount of money only when there's trouble. But they didn't donate the money all this while. You'll be wondering, oh, so they had that amount of money. All this money that Tinubu is sharing all over the place. If he had used it to empower, anyway, I don't want to talk about Tinubu. But if we had had a revolution, the system would have been sanitized. That's what the revolution does. A revolution sanitizes the system. It resets the whole system. It puts people's heads where it's supposed to be. But we didn't have a revolution. SOWORE warned that as long as we continue to allow the kind of leadership that we have to continue to be in place, all of these things that are happening will continue to happen. Governors get millions of naira every month as security votes, and yet something like this massacre will take place, will last as long as it lasted. But you did not see the police, you did not see the army. It was the residents themselves that had to chase these people, but they couldn't catch any of them. Where is the police helicopter? Where is all the dispatch riders? Where is all the equipment they used to bring out when we're doing protests? Where are all of those things? You don't see them. You don't see any of those things when they are needed. But we didn't listen. KANU came and warned that you see this terrorism that you're seeing now, it will begin to happen in your doorstep, right in your doorstep, in your state, in your towns, in your villages. This Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just a sadist. He is very, very tribalistic. Go and handle your Biafra people. Leave us alone here. I'm telling you, right now what is happening, it is happening right on our doorstep. When Chief IGBOHO said, no way, enough is enough, I'm not going to have it. It is either you allow me to live peacefully in my land, or you just leave my land totally. After the killing of the professor in his farm and all the events that followed later. Some people thought, oh, IGBOHO is too harsh. IGBOHO is too rough. Why is he not sharing all those juju? He shouldn't do that. They were even happy when IGBOHO was arrested. But what do you have now? The same thing that happened in the Barapa is now happening in Owo. All of these states, are they not in the southwest? Are all these things happening in Osun State? Are they not happening in Ogun State? Do you now see that all of these three people, like I've said, I keep telling you guys about consistency. Like it's good for you to be consistent in whatever you're doing. I've been talking about these people from time. I'm telling you, but see where we are now. Everything they predicted, everything they talked about, everything they challenged is happening today. Why am I thinking that it is important we talk about this? It is always important that we say this because in a time when a lot of people are deceiving a lot of people, or actually it's a few people deceiving a lot of people, it is difficult to know who to listen to. It is difficult to know who to trust. But I have come to tell you, like I told you before, that the same people who were talking before, the same people who were consistent, they are the ones you should listen to. They are the ones you should listen to. Not the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting about it, not sure. See, that's where you have a problem. That's where you have a problem. You don't understand, and I hope that maybe when you hear what I'm saying, you will understand. We're telling you that the reason why you have a collapse of security is because the system has failed. The Shore didn't talk about it. What do you think Shore has been talking about all this time? What do you think I have been talking about all this time? Don't you know that NSAS also talked about it? We talked about nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. The government has failed. The government has collapsed. That's why Shore was shouting that the government has collapsed. We can't take this anymore. We can't continue like this. We should do away with the government. That's what it is all about. We should do away with the government. They are not helping anybody. They are killing. You will see that even in all the reports recently, the soldiers were complicated. They were complicit in the plotting. The soldiers were part and parcel of the people who perpetrate all these evil acts. So there's a huge problem there. Huge problem. Everything is so muddled up now, you don't even know who is who. I'm telling you, everything is so muddled up. Somebody saying Amoteku. Which one is Amoteku? Exactly the same way we were screaming and saying, this is Amoteku thing, we don't trust it. So when Amoteku came, everybody was shouting, clapping for them. Some of us say, we don't trust this Amoteku. People were shouting and clapping. We We don't even see Amoteko again. You know that first uniform that they sold for them. You know when you are setting up a group, you sew uniforms for them, you give them a spare uniform, and then you change their uniform sometimes once a month, sometimes twice a month. But you know those Amoteko people, that first uniform that they sold for them, which they just came and used for parade, that will be their only uniform. By now, that uniform don't scatter finish. First of all, the supplier will use a cheap material. That's Nigeria for you. Use a cheap material. Those guys will wear it, they'll wash it. When they want to wear it again, the thing has jumped up. So if these people that I mentioned right now, SOWORE, KANU, IGBOHO, if they have said something in the past and it's happening right now, then what you should do is listen to them. Listen to them. Do you understand? Seriously, it's obvious state policing should have been enacted yesterday, restructure or rescind. State police care. By who? For who? State police when the governor of the state does not even have how do they say it? The governor of the state does not have as much information as a corporal who is sent on a mission from the federal government. If the corporal was going to do something and the governor said, please stop, he will not stop. And the superior says, go ahead and do it. State police, I don't see how that one will work. When Amoteko that they try to look at, Amoteko should have been the ones that are moving into action when this kind of thing happens. But like you rightly said, where's Amoteko? It's unfortunate that we have to come back and say, but I told you, but they told you. That's what it is. All these warnings were clear, very, very clear. They were not ambiguous. You will still be attacked. This insecurity will continue. And that's exactly what happened. So that's simply, in a nutshell, what I came to tell you guys today. That this thing, unfortunately, will continue until we get it right. And getting it right means we standing up and saying we can't continue like this and be part of change, any change at all, politically, revolutionary, anyhow, be part of it and make it happen. I'll see you guys in our next video, okay? It's really such a sad day.